Right, I'm in Bengaluru. This is where the High Court is, which is going to take up the hearing in just a little while from now on the hijab row. But in the meanwhile, the kind of repercussions that we see in several other parts of Karnataka is worrisome. In Shivamogga, a 23-year-old Bajrang Dal activist has been hacked to death. Now, BJP, of course, a lot of leaders, they're linking this death to the hijab controversy. We're looking at the police in the meanwhile trying to investigate, and 2 of them have been arrested so far. This is the big development here. Karnataka Home Minister says 2 people have been arrested in connection with the murder of 26-year-old Bajrang Dal activist Harsha. Now, both arrested accused are said to be locals. The police are likely to make official announcement on this soon. Remember, we're looking at a massive protest march by the Bajrang Dal, who are slamming this murder, demanding immediate arrest of those culprits. But really tense situations prevail in Shivamogga. Several vehicles have been torched. We're looking at stone pelting that ensued a little while ago. And now the Karnataka Home Minister says that 2 people have been arrested in connection with this murder of the Bajrang Dal activist Harsha. Both arrested accused are said to be locals. The police now to make an official announcement on this. I'm going to cut across to Nolan Pinto. Nolan, we saw earlier how vehicles were simmering right behind you. They were torched. Stone pelting took place. What's the situation in Shivamogga now after the murder of this Bajrang Dal activist Harsha?
Well, Nabila, initially we were not allowed to actually enter this place where we are. There was stone pelting, they were burning vehicles. But as of now, the police have allowed us to enter because the procession has once more started. They are heading towards the cremation. Let me just show you where we are. In fact, if one proceeds straight on this road, you would actually go to his home. So his mortal remains have actually been picked up and the procession has begun. We're told that this latter half of the procession would be peaceful. But in order to maintain peace over here, law and order, you had the Rapid Action Force personnel present here. I'm actually going to walk out of this area and I want to show you what really happened, because this was the route that the procession took initially. So you have the Rapid Action Force personnel on one side, you have the KSRP, basically the Reserve Police personnel also present over here. However, while the procession was actually, while it was actually progressing on this particular stretch of the road, there was a lot of stone pelting. You have members of one community staying on one side, you have members of the another community staying on the other side. So each started to actually pelt stones at one another, so much so that while they proceeded, a few of the bikes and cars that were outside cars, they actually pelted stones, broke the glasses. The bikes that were present over here, they actually burnt them. The police present over here, that's the Rapid Action Force, as well as the Reserve Police, somehow managed to maintain law and order over here, bring the situation under control. So I'm going to ask my camera person Madhu to actually pan and focus on that particular those vehicles that were burnt outside. So this was the situation in this particular area. Now we are told that everything is under control because they have actually left this place. However, we are also learning that the police will be present here because the situation is still extremely volatile in this particular area. So here it is. You have vehicles that were burnt outside. They pelted stones at shops owned by one community. They broke the window panes as such right on top. I'm going to ask Madhu to actually pan and show the window panes that have been destroyed on the top as well. So, in fact, the police are actually telling us to leave the place as fast as possible. So, I'm actually doing that. So, while I'm actually moving... All right, so there seems to be some sort of trouble over there or commotion. We are not too sure as to what's happening. I'm not sure, but I think they are raising talwars.
Not safe, leave, not safe.
All right, so the police are telling us to leave the place as fast as possible. Madhu, so this is the situation right over here. Section 144 has been imposed, no doubt. It's in force till the 23rd of 9 p.m. Schools and colleges, thankfully, were shut so that students were not out to witness all this. But very, very volatile. I really want to say that in that commotion, I could actually see someone raising a talwar over there. So hopefully the police do take some sort of action. This is the situation over here. Not safe at all. If you're in Shivamogga listening, watching us, stay at home, be safe for your own safety.
Right. Right, Nolan, you did say that you can see some really tense situations unfolding. We're looking at Section 144 that has been imposed only to avoid this kind of commotion. What about the police? Are they being overpowered? Are they not able to contain and control that situation there? We know schools and colleges in Shivamogga are currently closed, but it seems like the situation right now has gone out of hand. Is the police able to handle it? Do we see that the situation is under control, or are we seeing this only escalate?
Well, as of now, Nabila, what we can say is that because when the procession actually went on this particular stretch of the road, there was a lot of trouble. Stone pelting, breaking window panes, burning vehicles. And then you had from houses to houses throwing stones, pelting stones at each other. Now, we are not too sure as to why this could not be controlled, because you did have the Reserve Police as well as the Rapid Action Force personnel present in large numbers. So whether either the district authorities did not know what was happening inside or whether they allowed this to happen, no one knows. But this was the situation, and now itself, I'm not sure if our visuals caught it. I saw that commotion and a few people lifting up a talwar, so raising it in the air. So you really do not know what's happening, and now slowly I'm getting information that we have to get out of this area. It's really not safe. Extremely volatile as of now. But while I'm speaking to you, since they have actually taken his mortal remains to the cremation grounds, it is a little bit at ease, because earlier we could not pass beyond that particular vehicle. But as of now, the police have allowed us because it is calm. And the people over here also want things to remain peaceful. They want things to come back to normal, because everybody has their life to live. No one wants trouble as such.
What you're just saying there, it really makes us feel very uncomfortable. If protesters there are wielding swords, this is something for the Karnataka government and the police to take immediate cognizance of, because we cannot bear to see another kind of riot situation in Shivamogga. It is really tense right now, and it seems like Section 144 in place, but nonetheless, hordes of protesters out on the streets there condemning this murder, and now several questions being raised on whether or not the police is able to handle the situation in hand as we see this unfold in Shivamogga. Vehicles being torched, we're seeing stone pelting extensively, and in just moments from now, the Karnataka High Court, where I'm standing at, is going to be taking up this case for hearing on the hijab row.